The Secret to Solomon's Wealth. King Solomon is a prominent figure in the Bible, particularly known for his wisdom and wealth. His story is primarily found in the Old Testament, mainly in the books of 1 Kings, 2 Chronicles, and the Song of Solomon. Here is a brief overview of the story of King Solomon and the sacred aspect behind his wealth. Solomon's wisdom. Solomon, the son of King David, succeeded his father as the king of Israel. 1 Kings 2:12. In a dream, God offered Solomon anything he desired. Solomon chose wisdom, and God granted him exceptional wisdom. 1 Kings 3:5-14. One of the most famous stories demonstrating Solomon's wisdom is the judgment between 2 women claiming to be the mother of the same baby. 1 Kings 3:16-28. Building the temple. Solomon is credited with building the magnificent temple in Jerusalem, known as Solomon's Temple or the First Temple. 1 Kings 6. The construction of the temple was a grand and costly undertaking, showcasing Solomon's dedication to God. 1 Kings 6:7. Wealth and prosperity. Solomon's reign was marked by prosperity and peace. The nation of Israel flourished under his rule, and he amassed great wealth. 1 Kings 10:23. The Queen of Sheba visited Solomon to test his wisdom and see the splendor of his kingdom. She was amazed at his wisdom and the prosperity of his kingdom. 1 Kings 10:1-13. Sacred aspect of wealth. The wealth of Solomon is often attributed to God's blessing and fulfillment of his promises to David. God had promised David that his descendants would rule, and Solomon's reign was seen as a fulfillment of that promise. 2 Samuel 7:12-16. The construction of the temple and Solomon's adherence to God's commands were integral to the sacred nature of his wealth. Solomon's dedication to God and the construction of the temple symbolized the central place of worship in Israel. Warnings and downfall. Despite his wisdom and early devotion to God, Solomon's later years were marked by disobedience, including marrying foreign wives who led him away from worshiping the one true God. 1 Kings 11:1-13. As a consequence, God declared that the kingdom would be taken away from Solomon's descendants, though not during his lifetime. 1 Kings 11:9-13. In summary, King Solomon's story in the Bible highlights his wisdom, the construction of the temple, and the prosperity of his kingdom. The sacred aspect of his wealth is linked to his devotion to God, the fulfillment of divine promises, and the acknowledgement of God's role in the nation's prosperity. However, Solomon's later disobedience serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of remaining faithful to God.